Hey guys, what's up? This is back-to-back streaming. Uh, well, anyway. Hey guys, what's up? It's Opinion, and, last episode I said I would go and do mods. So this is right after our, stuff, and, well, here's our mods. So we have campfire, complete camping system, so, like, we can camp, we can, start a fire, set up a tent. It's all about camping, but it's part of a mod called Frostfall. It's a really cool mod that I'm gonna have to activate and probably die over and over when we go into snowy areas. Then we have waves where it adds more waves and the shore of stuff. Spell light dynamic. So basically this is for the two spells Candlelight and Mage Light. They actually cast shadows for your character and other people. So I thought that was pretty cool, so I'll download it. We have Oblivion Gates and Cities. So in the last game, Oblivion, you were placed in Cyrodiil. So with all the lore in Oblivion, Skyrim was hit hard with the Oblivion Crisis. And this basically adds Oblivion Gates to cities, which is actually really cool. I think it's actually amazing. It like adds history to the game a little bit more from the other games. So that was pretty cool. Beast skeletons. Beast skeletons are well, it adds a skeleton. It adds more skeletons. But there are like Argonian and Khajiit skeletons. I'm actually reading it right now. But anyway, there are Argonian and Khajiit skeletons all around Skyrim now. There's not really that much of a Bred Wood Elf or anything like that because, like, you can consider the human stuff to be the same exact as elves because they don't really have that many, uh, oh, I didn't really realize this. So they even have the areas where okay. So these are the areas. You guys can read it, so I don't have to say it. Really? In Whiterun? That's odd. Oh, find around the world several Easter eggs. Cat in a cage, lizard in a cage. The hanging lizards. Elven, oh, they're even elvish skeletons. That's odd. Metallica. Ars Metallica. Basically, it's for everything that has to do with crafting. Adds more complex stuff for crafting arrows. You can craft lockpicks with when you're in the Thieves Guild. It adds a bunch of stuff with crafting, but it mainly does smelting. It also does more experience for smithing when you like tan or like make leather or do anything like that. We have face masks, and they come in different colors. They're not suitable for arc races unless you like clipping. I get this one. So the orc races have the underbite, so the underbite will show with the face mask. So yeah. Belt fastened quivers. You guys saw this a little bit, but basically it has like the quiver's not on your back; it's actually on your butt. So It's pretty cool. Lore-based locations. It like adds like quotes and stuff, and it's pretty cool. It's not all that like useless stuff that Skyrim like tries to do. What's all this? What is all that? Oh, credits. Open City Skyrim. This is cool. It reminds me of the game Morrowind because you can like, you know how in the previous Skyrim it's all like loading screens every time you enter a city, or like Oblivion. Basically, what this does is that you could go up to like Whiterun or Solitude or anything like that, cities that have city gates, and you can open them for forever, basically. You can open and close them, you can bring horses into the city, you can... it's actually really cool. Marco's integrated level list. So basically, it makes it more immerse. If you guys know what that means, immerse is basically it combines the DLCs and like fixes something that's like annoying. So basically, in the Dawnguard DLC, they had armored skeletons, or that was and then they added Nordic and Stallroom equipment for armored skeletons as well. Uh, they added something that was already in game, but they didn't really show it. Colored robes. It used to be just like blue, black, and something else, monk robes. But now you get different colors and everything. As it says right here, changes the outfits of NPCs to something more fitting. So in the Dragonborn DLC, there's Solstheim, and in Solstheim they have a Dunmer outfit. It's like Dunmer type of stuff. So if you go to Windhelm, I think that's called, you go there and open the doors as part of the open cities. Go to the Grey Quarter, you go into you basically walk around and you'll see dark elves wearing their colors and everything. Their red colors. It's absolutely ugly. Ooh, this is something that I really, really love. Orc stronghold chiefs wear orcish armor. It's beautiful. I really hate it when like the orcs are wearing like steel armor or something, or leather. Now it's just like the chiefs wear actual orcish armor. Then there is the Silver Hand. The Silver Hand are the people who hunt werewolves. Now they're in leather armor and wear unenchanted mage hoods. And it also goes with the monk robes. It comes in all colors as well. Oh, then it adds stuff from Dragonborn. Again, mud crabs have a chance of dropping chitin plates, which is used to make a chitin armor. Which is what what's that lady's name? Oh well, it's like the Jarl's house Carl or something. She wears a chitin plate stuff, so that's pretty cool. And lurkers, which are Dremora from the Dragonborn DLC, will drop Daedra hearts as well as books. Alternate start, live another life. I already explained this one to you in the previous episode, but I'll explain it now. Basically, you can choose where you begin. You don't have to be in a cart and about to be executed, then a dragon shows up. You could actually be a rich guy in a manor that you can build from Hearthfire, just completely made. Or you could, if you're like a high elf, you could start like your own like high elf stuff, be a Thalwar agent. It depends on your race for that kind of stuff, but you could like be a rich guy, you could do all this other stuff, but if you actually want to go into the story, you have to be able, you have to go to Helgen. You have to do all this other stuff in order to go into a story. Next episode, I will be going into the story, because, yeah, shouts are really helpful. Let me see. Ah, something was stuck in my throat. Black mage armor. Yeah. Oh, God, I really hate this. I'm actually really sick, so, I'm like hearing my, vocal cords like vibrate when I talk, so, well, actually, I'm not hearing it, but I'm feeling it, so, it's weird. So basically, this adds, armored, or just normal mage armor. Like, yeah, I have like the novice and other stuff. You can basically have that, but you can have it armored, or it adds a bunch of armor that's black. Yeah. Ooh, black armor versions. I didn't know there was that. Why does my beard clip through the mask? Your beard's clipped through your mask because there's no way to disable it. That's beautiful. Alright, blindfolds. Basically, it adds like blindfolds. Yeah, you can have one on one eye, you can have one on the other, you can have one on both eyes. It doesn't really impact the game. You can act like a blind dude. So, yeah. Reflection, level up messages. You'll see this as the series goes on. As I level up, there's like little tiny messages that are great. It's like gives you trivia. Yeah, so basically when you level up to level 2, it just says like you have not are walking down a thing. You're more experienced. Oh well, you'll see it in the next episode. Cloaks and capes. It adds cloaks and capes. Kind of self-explanatory. I am unable to make this mod possible on PS4. Ah, I love Sony. PS4 sucks. Not really. Actually, PS4 and Xbox One are the exact same. It's just two different companies. That's about it. You can basically make all these capes in a tanning rack. Same with the blindfolds and face masks. A manor roads. So this is a small mod that basically, if I have a house in a Hearthfire, and it basically makes a road to that house. And I thought that's really cool. Frostfall. This is what the first mod is like built for. So what it does is if you're wet, you get colder. If you're in a cold area, you get cold. but what it does is it makes it so that it's really hard to go through places because it's just hard. It's just hard to go through places because you can die. Actually, no, you can die I can die if I enable that too. But I can also have it so that it's like extremely inconvenient or convenient. Where it's like if I have too much exposure, then I'll just like fall down into the snow or something, and then some random dude will take some of my stuff and then place me somewhere where it's like warm. So it's just like I'm just sleeping in the snow, and then a random dude's just like, "Oh, he's cold. Let's take all of his gold and then just like throw him someplace with a fire." Imperial outfits. So what you've seen so far is that if you have Imperial armor on, you'll have a cape, and so it's the same with the NPCs. I add this mod just so it seems realistic for Imperials, because it's so annoying to see them wearing a skirt and not have like some kind of like cape to cover it when you're warm, when you're cold. So I don't know why I added this, but it's added. Okay, here's a big mod. Apocalypse Magic of Skyrim. It adds 155 new spells to Skyrim, 31 per school. I'll let you read up all of this, because I ain't explaining all this. Good God. That'll take a year. But anyway, there's 31 spells per school, so Alteration, Conjuration, Destruction, Illusion. I almost said Destruction. So it's Destruction, Illusion, Restoration, and that's it. Plus Alteration and Conjuration, but you guys already knew that. So basically this adds 31 spells per, and that adds a new 155 spells to Skyrim. It also includes scrolls for the spells, or staves, or anything like that. It doesn't really add any new enchantments because the enchantments are self-explanatory. Adept Magic of Ash. This adds 7 new Ash-based spells, little home that I'm never gonna use. New armor set. Wow, weight is based on your armor skills. Okay, and a new book. We're gonna read this book as soon as we get into a Dragonborn DLC. Which might actually be pretty soon. Because, yeah, it might actually be pretty soon, but I might just go to Solstheim and then just leave and do all this stuff after I get this. Xbox hold border banners. So when you saw the Fall Creek and Whiterun stuff, that's actually the border between between the holds. It's beautiful. You can see beautiful banners while you're walking down the road. No snow under roof. I believe that I've explained this in a previous episode, but yeah, that's all gone now. So basically what this mod does is, it adds snow to places that are snowy. God, how far are we? I know I'm getting down and down, but still, this is a lot of mods and a lot of talking. But anyway, what this mod does is that, it makes it more realistic, so that it's not like a perfect blanket of snow everywhere. There's like hills of snow. There's in like when it's snowing in like a snowy city. There's like snow with there's like pathways, snow all around it. You'll see it all like down in a later episode. I'll just like point it all out. This one. Ooh, I'll be back. Anyway, what this one is not complete. Enhanced blood textures. Enhanced blood textures basically adds more blood. Circlets under hoods. It is. It adds. You can have. You can have circlets under hoods for maximum stuff for things. I don't know what it's called. Darn it. But anyway, you can have maximum enchantments for your head. Ordinary perks of Skyrim. That's like the giant perks, which I'll like explain in an entire different episode. Basically what this does is that yeah, it's more perks and it gives you powers, which is like highboard or stuff like that. It adds stuff like that, and basically it I'll let you guys read this, like pause the episode or anything like that, and do all that kind of stuff. Ugh. Ugh. But it adds like more perks for magic, more perks for fighting, more perks for stealth. But then you can like smith a dwarven stuff. Play musical instruments to make money. What? I wasn't part of it before. Well, anyway, you can like do a bunch of stuff with it, but it's pretty cool. A little bit overpowered. Why is this not added? No, I want this to be added. What this does is it makes more items that you can place across your chest or something. So you can have small pouches that gives you extra 25 carry weight, all that stuff. This is a broken mod which I'm getting rid of soon. Forgotten City adds an entirely new thing, new quest. And basically as soon as we're 5+ and enter a major city, we will see a note that will explain to us, because I don't actually need to read it. But anyway, what's gonna happen is we're gonna wait to do that quest and do other things with that. Lanterns of Skyrim. So you guys saw those lanterns down when we were going through Main Road. That's actually what they were. Blue eyes for elves. Explanatory. Become a bard, which is the songs that I was talking about. Adds new instruments, but you go up to an innkeeper, you say, I'm going to play a song or something, and there's an entire like skill stuff with the songs, and you can make a bunch of money just by like spamming the songs. It's fun. Plus you get to listen to some beautiful music. Immersive. Okay, I'm sorry, oh my god, I have so many to go through. Why is that added? No, that should not be added. so many you go through, I don't want to explain them all. But anyway, AI overhaul, it basically adds more dialogue between between NPCs. Or you and the NPC, but it doesn't really do that. Death Knight of Tamriel, it adds more armors and a weapon. And a horse that uses spells, magic. But it's kind of cool. It's not like overpowered or anything. It's moderate. Plus, I get to fight an epic boss. It's so hard to fight. It's so hard to fight. I haven't actually fought him, but I hear that it's so hard to fight. Diverse dragons, it adds different types of dragons. And it's kinda cool. Yeah? No? Maybe? Yeah? Knight of Molag Bal armor, it adds like more danger armor. But it's like Molag Bal stuff. 50% more perk points. So every 2 levels I gain an additional perk point. This is mainly for the giant perk mod. Ebony Archmage armor, it adds more stuff with Ebony. I hope this is light armor so I can actually use it. But then it has the Ebony Archmage two-handed scythe, which is really cool. Legendary creatures, it adds more bosses with different types of stuff. And right over here, to find them, head to the Banner Mare in Whiterun. On a barrel to the left of the entrance is a journal describing each creature and where they can be found. Another copy of the journal is found inside on the counter. Happy hunting. My own stuff. Bandanas, just like the other two. Head, blindfolds and stuff. Heroes of Sovngarde. So, all Nordic followers, so that's like Lydia, if they die, they go into Sovngarde, which will go if, no spoilers. So, a boss Draugr. I didn't know that. The Grey Maids, what? They don't die, I don't think. The Battleborns. Oh, the Grey Maids. Okay, I know what they're talking about. The Grey Maids and Battleborns, 2 people that fight. And then the Ebony Warrior. Dead body collision fix. I can now walk over them and not walk through them. It's beautiful. That should be here. No, that should be here. No. Lord of the Rings weapons. It adds a new smeltery and it adds new weapons. Ethereous magic. Basically, after I complete the Mages Guild, I get to do this, which is something pretty cool. I get to learn 69 new spells. I get to go into... It's an entirely new quest line for college. Gives more, bosses. Wet and cold, it basically shows you, what type of climate it is. If you go in water, you're dripping wet. If it's raining, you hear splashes when you walk. When you look up, you go blind because of rain. NPCs and you have breaths that are cold, and like, you know, people who live in cold states would understand. But, snowy. What is that? Okay, no. I don't know. strong winds have caused blizzard, you will receive a 15% reduction in movement speed. And blizzard blind. Snow will blind you periodically during a blizzard. Keep your face down or under the shelter or under a shelter to avoid and to avoid. NPCs are blinded, making it more difficult for them to detect targets. It's so useful. Let me see. Point the way. Adds more traveling signs. Practice dummies. I can hit dummies for a certain amount of time and get like levels in magic and archery in one-handed, two-handed. Dark elven armor. Woohoo! Yeah, we're an elf, so it's great. Deadly Civil War in Skyrim. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get rid of that because last time we did that, they were invincible. Which was stupid. Dark Elven weapons, which goes with Dark Elven armor. Woohoo! Yay, we're done. Now I'm gonna go. This is a lantern. This is a beautiful lantern. Yeah, yeah. Oh. I hope you guys understand the mods and what I'm going for. Who knows? We might be savers.